Right, so, you're all in the Slayer's Take for a mission. Merton sits behind his desk, filing his papers, looking over the general this and that. And reading, yes, very good. And then looks up and goes, good, you're here. Milo, it's good to see you're feeling better. You, any side effects from your recent journey?
No side effects. How are you feeling after being banished?
Extremely pissed off and considering my current employees' positions. But none of that. That is not for you. That was not your fault. I'm glad to see you are well. And
Small man, I think I saw your chair in the tavern.
Yes, I got it in IKEA. So there are quite a few of them around Vasselheim.
No problem then.
Yes, he is.
Keep.
Gwyneth, you are looking well.
Thank you.
I see most of your hair has regrown from the fire in your first week. That is good.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
Indeed. And how do you pronounce your name? Not Rogar? Not Rothbert? Not either? That's been a while.
Correct.
Aviv?
Sorry, is your name Olive?
Alev. And Alev, it is good to see you. Is this your first contract with us, or have you done before?
Zakar, get off the table.
Rotates his hand to show the brand on the back of him. No, it isn't.
Yes. No, we've had you for one already, yes. Good. Well, I hope this one goes as well for you also. And of course, he looks at his sheet, Zakar, and he looks over the newcomer. And what does Zakar look like?
Well, I can actually ping the description. Or not.
Baxi on steroids.
Zakar is a 6'7" tabaxi, built much like a lion rather than the kind of stealthier cat that they usually are. Very graceful, quite bulky, doesn't actually seem to be that strong. It's got soft golden fur that is very, very soft. He's wearing a blue toga, a red tricorn, and his exposed chest and right arm are covered in elaborate glyphs.
Very fancy. Zakar, it is good to have you. A little something different to the take, but I'm sure you will be very useful. Yeah, he takes a moment, he looks over the bulky lion-o Catman, the old halfling, the sort of half-burnt rogue fighter, and the sort of suave Genasi. He was like, yes, I think you will all do nicely for this job. We were hoping for one more, but whoever it was couldn't make it. So, unless anyone shows up quickly to join the contract, I think it is fair to say you will be the men for the job, and I have to wish you luck. We weren't originally going to take this contract. It was a little vague. I actually said no at first, but we've had a message from the management down below, if you know what I mean, pointing that we should maybe give it a helping hand. Zahar, you will understand. Sorry?
Oh, nothing. Zakar was just remembering great beauty downstairs. Continue.
Has Zakar been downstairs yet? Has he had a contract?
Yes.
He's got a
I
brand
thought it was
like
your first one.
smack dab in the middle of his chest where his heart would be.
Wow, fair enough. Osisa's getting a lot of attention these days. Anyway, there was a white half-dragon who approached us. Couldn't speak, it seems, but his comrade did the speaking for him. They know is that some... Oh, you've met them before. That's good. All they know is that something has to die. They know where to go, but they didn't have much more information on that. That's why we turned it down. But with Osisa's recommendation, you're going to go and help them. She has promised there will definitely be a reward for this task. I don't have a lot of information, to be honest, but as we have a few of you a little newer to take missions, I think it is fair to give Zahar here a warding pie, just to ensure your security. And what level is... God, I'm going to struggle with your one. Elf?
Alev. It's Turkish. I shouldn't have picked something that was Turkish.
No, it's fine. It's just because I tend to look at the character token and then read it, which is Alev.
Level 4.
Alev. It's an awarding
Alev.
pie for Alev as well.
Okay.
As you're both a little newer to us. Everyone
Right.
can also take a healing pie, I think is fair.
Oh shit, I haven't put that on here yet.
So yeah, everyone gets a healing pie. 2 ward pies go out. And he's like, I think that will do you for supplies. It is as much as we can spare at the moment. Do you have any questions before you head out? Oh yes, I should tell you. You're meeting them at the skyship docks. Apparently the location's a little further away. So you'll be taking a skyship there.
Can you not spare one more ward
Okay.
pie? I'm feeling a bit doubtful.
I understand, but ward pies are particularly difficult to make and always in high demand. We must keep them for... I honestly have no more.
Okay.
Wouldn't have a greater healing floating around for him, would you?
No. Sorry.
It's fine. Don't worry.
I have faith in you, Milo.
At least
You have to
do.
prove that we halflings are, more dangerous than we look.
Hola.
Oh,
Hey.
hey, Silver. Are you back in?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'll try to see if I can, like, multitask. That's what girls are supposed to be good at, right?
Are you sure? Like,
Studying.
if you have to study, I understand.
No, it's fine. I
Was it-
already studied at school today. They had a code red, so I had to stay there.
Oh, fair enough. All right, yeah, cool. Happy to have you in. Silva runs in,
You know your stuff.
runs into the
Hello.
office.
Hello.
Oh, sorry. I thought you guys weren't started yet. I'm sorry I've been late, but there was big rain and I had to stay inside because of the.
Because of the rain. Yes. Okay. I mean, there was a drizzle like 10 minutes ago, but it's fine. Yes. Can you hear me okay? Because my internet blopped for a minute there.
Seems to be okay.
Yes, cool. I don't know if that was my dog kicking my internet or just a wee blip, but
Well, it looks like you've dropped out roll 20.
yes, I have. I'm just popping back in. Okay. So yeah, let's see, you're level 5, so you don't get word pipe. Oh, and I rejoin and the music's all ominous for some reason. Yeah, Silver, you are handed a healing pie from Merton.
Okay.
And yeah, he says, alright, if you can all head to the Skydock, they will meet you there, apparently.
Can I retroactively see if I was able to do my potion for yesterday? Or the day before
Sure, I know
yesterday?
nothing about that or how it works, so...
Do your roll.
Milo will look at
No.
Zakar.
Uvail.
Wah, wah.
Milo looks at Zakar and says, "Fancy give me a lift, good sir?"
What is it with Milo trying to ride members of the Take? Good God.
He's a halfling.
So,
She's faster than everyone.
I can't see you, Milo. You are a great warrior. You do not need lift.
Do you even lift, bro?
Zakar does not know.
Says the guy that spent an entire contract hiding behind a building.
I mean, sometimes it's just a good idea.
What, me? Rude.
No, Alev.
Yeah, I was ducking it out throwing firebolts at giants when I was level 3.
That's a good reason to hide when there's a giant and you're only level 3 and they can just one-shot you.
Milo starts to limber up and like crack his back and stuff.
Let me restore all of the bardic inspiration stuff. There we go.
You should do always try to hit the
I'm gonna
long
go
rest
2
button.
seconds.
Cool.
Yeah.
Pizza.
You see,
Can I just
Alev...
ask one more thing?
Yeah?
How do the hit dice work? Because it says I have 3, but I don't know. Am I
You
supposed to
should
like,
have
add them
full.
back up?
If you hit long rest, it should take you back up to full.
Oh, right. Nice. Thank
Yeah.
you.
And yeah. But basically, when you take a long rest, you get half your hit dice back, but there'll been a couple of long rests since your last contract, so you'll be at full. So do you guys take off for the skyship docks?
Milo has limbered up and is now going to jog.
Milo begins to jog. Due to his monk ancestry, he just seems to sprint away to everyone else, like at least a good 40 miles an hour.
I overtake him briefly.
You're a quick cat sprint, then he overtakes you again. Cool.
I will not allow that. I will triple dash.
I will double dash.
Alright, so everyone starts racing at full speed towards the to Skyship Dock, leaving Silver and Aleve behind, kind of like, I mean, we can only move normal people speeds, guys. Okay.
Yes.
This
Yeah,
old
no,
man
Naruto.
stuck in
Last
one
time we
cat
went
belly.
jogging, Gwyneth and I both puked, so it's not a good idea if we run.
Actually, Gwyneth is very, very fast. I think she probably puked just to make you feel better.
No, I was
no,
actually. I
it was
actually
like
puked.
it was actually like a 30-minute flat strap run, and she has no con, so she can't.
Gwyneth is just very good at quick bursts of speed, but if you make her run across country, she's fucked. Excellent. Good
Pretty
to know.
much, yeah.
Alright, so you guys all make
I
your
was
way to the
just fighting
Skyship
him.
Dock. You see this tall sort of tower. It's an old building, but on top of it's been constructed like a wooden landing platform, effectively. And you can see there's a Skyship docked up there. This huge floating ship in the air, kept aloft by science and magic. And at the base of the tower, kind of been given a wide berth by everyone, is a 7-ish foot tall white half dragon. His skin is like, he has like scaled skin that is completely like snow colored white, like completely pure and snow colored white. He's wearing a breastplate, his arms are crossed, he's kind of armed, and he's just standing there waiting. People kind of making their way around him, like, that's not something you see every day. And yeah, he just
Good to
stands
see you
there.
again, friend.
He nods at Milo and looks sort of pleased to see you. A little bit of
Hello, friend. I am Zakar.
He reaches out a large hand towards the car.
I give him a large handshake.
Cool. Yeah, you both shake hands. He doesn't say anything. Looks at the others, inclines his head, shakes hands where necessary, as the car bites at my feet. And yeah. And then he sort of looks up towards the sky ship above.
I think the white dragon would actually recognise Silver as well.
Yeah, he seems to nod his head in like recognition at Silver. Gives her
Why?
polite smile. And then yeah,
Thank you for breakfast.
Are
one time.
your kind usually as stunning as that?
he looks at you and looks thoughtful for a second, and then shrugs.
Wait, I forgot where I know him from.
The contract
fair
you did
enough.
with me, you met him and a chatty guy and had breakfast with them while out in the wilderness.
Yes.
Oh, right, that's the same. Oh, okay.
Yes, it's the same half dragon, same
Right.
tall white half dragon.
Thank you for breakfast at one time. It done us well.
He reaches into his like pack. He carries a very large like pack with him. He's got on the side, and he pulls out a brown paper bag and holds it out to you.
I take it because I trust him.
All right. Inside is a bacon sandwich.
Thank you kindly, friend.
He nods. Looks at the others like, anyone else hungry? Sort of look.
Ooh. Wait, no, bacon.
Do
No,
you
I'm good,
cook
thank you.
yourself?
Zakar.
Oh wait, you don't talk. That's rude of me. I'm sorry.
He like blows out some like, you know, that kind of dry ice smoke, and it swirls very intricately around him.
I tell the party that he's taken the thing where he doesn't speak.
Yeah, a bow of silence.
That's the one.
He says, annoyed because you called it a thing where he doesn't speak.
He then announces it's a vow of silence.
And he goes, ah, fuck, no!
Breaks his bite.
Excuse me. Actually,
Gets
it's a
taken
vow
by
of silence. Wait.
That's why he took a vow of silence. He sounds like a valley girl if he talks.
Yeah. That's why he took a vow of silence, because he's secretly a valley girl who doesn't want everyone to know. Just like, oh my god, it's a vow of silence, guys. That's just so rude.
He sort of blows out some more vapor, and it sort of swirls, kind of almost to get your attention, and then like again.
Oh god, it's a hipster.
I'm not a hipster. I just vape to stop smoking. Okay.
I think he wants us to give him away.
He nods.
Yeah.
All right.
I feel like
you guys head up. The kind of security there, so you'd be expecting him to go by, although they give you all kind of like that Vasselheim like conservative look of like, I mean, like there's a few weird things here, but whatever. And they let you go on through, and you head up this big spiral staircase. And eventually you reach the top, and there's no like staff up on the top at the moment. It's quite early in the day, actually. Like you kind of got underway, and you see standing on one of the nearby ships is this sort of middle-aged man. Maybe not middle-aged is probably the wrong term. He's in his like early 30s by the looks of him. Quite sort of handsome, sort of smiles at everyone, and goes, hello everyone. Good. Pretty damn handsome, I'd say. Oh, hey, I've got a picture. Actually, the picture I have, he looks kind of like...
How handsome is he? Pretty damn handsome. Why do we want to know this?
Yeah, I'd fuck him. He's got... there we go. He looks kind of like Nicolas Cage, actually, from the picture I have, so... You know, so it depends how attracted to Nicolas Cage you are.
Not the bees!
I can't see anything.
No, I
guess you put it...
Oh, show the players. Yeah? Maybe?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Show the players.
No.
Never mind.
Perhaps he's just so beautiful we can't comprehend him.
Yeah. You can judge that when you eventually see his token. But yeah, he stands there, he's like, hey, hello everyone. Hi, how is everyone doing? Alright. This is my ship. So we should board up and get going. Thanks for coming. Thanks for helping. Chatterbox got you all up here okay? Did you give everyone the sandwiches that you made?
Wait. Why is he called Chatterbox?
Oh, he's called Chatterbox.
It is how you say ironic.
Oh, because he never shuts up.
See, he doesn't talk. Never mind.
But
we had a very long conversation last time.
Yes, it'd be like me calling that one Fido. And he points at Zakar. Right, come on, Fido. Come on, everyone else, let's go.
Fido?
Yeah, because he's a cat, and it's ironic. And never mind, just get on the ship. Come on. We really don't have a lot of time to be talking. There's like, monsters to slay and money to make. And
Zakar still does not like this name.
Fine, I will call you
Okay,
Snickums.
I guess I'm not confused. Okay.
That is a discussion that they had on the ship.
Gwyn just gets on the ship, seems like a good idea.
Yeah. Welcome everyone to the Winter Rose, and he begins to very quickly set off. You see Chatterbox shaking his head disapproving at his friend, and then undoes a few ropes, and the airship goes off, and he goes behind the wheel and starts steering off away from the main building, away from this building. Could I get a couple of you to roll perception checks for me, if you're kind of keeping an eye around the ship and stuff?
Always. Let's see how blind Milo is today.
Ooh.
All right. So all of you, apart from Zakar and Gwyneth, notice kind of when you're about at least a few hundred feet away, you can see that this as the ship's kind of floating off away, and you get a little bit of distance, you can see a couple of people run up onto the walkway and begin shaking their fist in the direction of the floating away skyship. And they seem to be sort of shouting in a direction, although you can't hear it over the wind.
So basically, we commandeered it.
Yes, this is definitely your ship, my friend.
What? Yeah, no, of course it is. No, it's fine. We're on it. It's ours.
Those men down there do not seem particularly friendly.
I mean, that's why they're down there and we're up here, though, right? It's fine.
I trust him.
That is not how possession works.
Come on, with a face like that, he's definitely not a liar.
Yeah, it's totally the truth.
I don't believe him.
Chatterbox
is
just shaking his head.
This is definitely his ship. He gave us breakfast. It's definitely his ship.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
not.
the
We know
relation
him.
between breakfast and ship ownership is non-existent. I don't see what you're going there.
Silva, as you kind of look around the ship a little bit, you notice a few things saying, sort of printed with the ship's name, which apparently, at least according to everything printed on it, is actually called the autumn something or other. I don't know, a different name. Like
The effort.
no, because that was Adam's guy's ship. I think this is a different one. It's actually
It'd be
called
so much
the
funnier if it was.
yeah. You know what? Fuck it. It's the Ifrit.
There's just a guy at the Sky Docks,
dear.
just like,
Dude, where is my ship?"
where's my car?
Oh, you beat me to it. Okay, well, yeah.
Yeah, you look back. There's a dwarf among the people shaking their fist. He hurls a few sausages in your direction. But anyway, yes. Hey everyone, welcome to the ship.
Oh, look at that! They're trying to give us food.
I know it's very kind of them.
Oh,
Very
we left
good.
too early.
It's all right. Chatterbox has sandwiches for everyone. And Chatterbox brings out more food.
Thank you.
I think like he has like a tuna one for Zatar if he wants it.
Zakar will take this. Zakar thanks you.
He blows out some steam, sort of. All right. Well, maybe this isn't actually my ship, but it is definitely the fastest way to get where we're going. And I'm sure you can all agree that greater good and all that. I will bring it right back.
Nothing wrong with a little appropriation.
Exactly. I like this girl. She understands.
Yeah,
She's
it's
a
good trick.
thief. I mean, I
Sure,
don't think her
we'll
opinion
laugh
really
about
weighs
it
in
when we
here.
get back.
Exactly. We're not stealing. We're borrowing. For the greater good. Right, Chatterbox? Greater good. We had this conversation last night. And Chatterbox angrily blows out some steam. Anyway, come on. What could go wrong?
Yeah.
So, from there, we cut a couple of hours ahead where you guys are riding straight into a storm. Like, in front of you, there's just this huge, like, lizard-like storm.
Buddy.
And Art is going, I should point out that I didn't steal a crew. So I might need your help getting through this storm.
This is where Medju kills all the low levels by a storm.
Just crashes it into the ground like, fuck you all.
What do we do then?
Well,
Is there
that's
an
the question.
iceberg?
As
Is there
usual...
an
Why is this song in the playlist?
What song just came on? Carol's Whispers?
Careless Whisper.
Excellent. Yep. Of course, always. Because it is the greatest
Hang
of all
on,
songs.
hang on. Let's appropriate this. Milo is at the front. Arms wide. This is the new version of Titanic.
Oh, yay!
And he's so small, so you can just hold him up. So yeah, you guys press in the storm. Artist like tells you we have to go through it. All around you start getting buffeted by high winds. Snow starts landing on the ship. You can see in many places these kind of like struts that come out the side are beginning to cover in ice. An artist shouts up, I'm going to need your help getting through this, because I'm steering. So...
Yeah.
What do we do?
I don't really know. Whatever you think might help. And we're going to do this kind of like an old 4th edition skill challenge. I need you to sort of describe to me what you're doing to help get through the storm. And then we'll put a skill to that. And if we get to 5 successes...
So it's just a balloon, isn't it?
Is it a balloon?
I don't know if it's one of like underpowered ones. I'm going to say it's like one of the underpowered ones, not like a balloon. So there's like these things put at the side, and there's like magical energy keeping it aloft. I can't remember exactly what the skyships are like in normally.
I'll play my violin really hard to inspire everyone.
So you just like begin to set up like a tune effectively to like try and inspire everyone to work harder. All right, roll a performance check for me to see if you can kind of keep everyone's spirits high as they work. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's one pass. So Silva, like you bring out your violin, you start playing this like really quick like working tune to keep everyone from panicking, and everyone's kind of like, all right, we can do this. Like focus, and the music helps keep everyone centered and focused.
Olaf, how confident are you with your flames?
Well, I have a fucking fire genasi. I mean, Jesus, what do you think? But also, I'd like to
Can
say that I'm
you
very
try and-
reminded of the Titanic right now. They played as it went down.
Can you try and keep some of the ice off the tarps? Try and
I mean-
keep them.
Let me check. Let me check exactly what spells I have. Hang on.
It's a tarp?
Well, we wouldn't have to call that a
Tarp?
spell so much. I think you could say like you use your like control of fire. You're like you've got the firebolt cantrip. I'm guessing.
I have
Oh, and control flames.
flame,
Perfect. Yeah.
and I have produce flame, and I have
Yeah,
I
you
have
got a
14
ton of flame
spells.
things. Hello, Jab 2.0.
Just try keep the tarps from freezing over.
Yeah, because you can
Yeah, they
see
got
ice is
flames.
building up. There's like a lot of extra weight getting put on them. Roll an Arcana check for me to see if like how good your control is over this,
Oh, great, we're just about to plummet.
or if you 12. I think I'm going to
I'm
count
at
that
level
as
4.
yeah. I'm going to count that as a failure, like one sort of fail on the ticks. So yeah, you're like everyone sees like Alev is like blasting fire onto the tarps. It's like, and you're melting off some of the snow and ice. Like, I think I've got this, everyone. And then just suddenly one of these tarps like catches fire. It's like, I do not have this. But yeah,
Being the small, nimble one, I will go and put out the fire.
Well, I can do it with control flame. I can just use control flame. To,
Fair enough.
well, let someone else make a check now. You kind of had your check towards it. I want to kind of not an initiative, but we can go around, take one at a time. Everyone gets a check to try and help.
I know. But if I fucked up, it wouldn't still be burning because I can just yip and snip it out.
Yeah. Well, you're also trying to like continue burning the ice off.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Let
Yeah,
someone else do
as he's
something
doing
cool.
that, Milo will go along and like bash the tarps to get some of the ice off as well, and help break it up and put out flames if there is any.
All right, cool. So yeah, you can roll a dexterity acrobatics check to like move along the tarps, getting rid of some of the ice and the flames. Oh my god, come on, guys. All right, so like you go along, you're like bashing some of the ice off. Like, I've got this. Don't worry, I've got this. And then you lose your footing and fall, and end up like stuck in this kind of like safety rigging down below, and get yourself all tangled up. So it's 2 fails and 1 success. You hear Artis shout, I would really appreciate if you did a little better, guys, than setting fire to the ship and falling off the ship.
We could try directing ship towards less bad part of storm. Might help with the build-up
Do you know which direction that is? Do you want to try and navigate me? Guide my hips here, buddy.
Nature check.
Yeah, maybe a nature or a survival check.
Oh dear God! Are we sure we want me doing this?
Unless you have another idea you want to do for like your helping.
I have a +7 to acrobatics and I've got a 12. Go for it.
All right, I'll say 13's enough. Yeah, you maybe go over, stand next to Artis, and start directing him into like, try that way, and you like slowly manage to like go like a little into the wind in a way that doesn't like directly damage the ship so much. And
Wait, wouldn't my song like give everyone advantage on their rolls?
your song like counted as a successful pass. Like you were until this moment, you were the only success.
Yes.
So now it's 2 successes against 2 failures. And then Gwyneth, how are you helping out?
Which side of the ship is getting heavy?
Getting what? Sorry.
Like, which side of the ship is heavier?
I mean, it's an aerodynamic ship. Both sides are the same weight. Give or take a...
Yeah, but ice doesn't work that way.
Oh, I mean, they're both getting covered in ice. The wind's all around you.
How are all the... that's not the ruler. How are all those things attached?
By rope. You want to try and, like, cut a few of the sandbags away so that you could maybe...
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, so you sort of try and judge, alright, so we want to go this... Do it. Okay, so you probably want to do some kind of skill check then involving, like... wisdom to judge, like, which... You know, where you need more weight and where you don't need it, or intelligence. What skill would you like to use?
That's a fail.
That's another fail. Alright, so you cut off some ropes and the whole thing like bounds to one direction. Everyone kind of falls for a second and rolls. Ars sort of looks very nervously around. Like, we're starting to lose altitude. And below you hear like a creaking and like some pops, and it sounds like below deck, like some of the wood has splintered in the way. And like wind is like whistling into the cabin. This is not a ship because water would be worse. It's like, yeah, Silva, what do you do to try and help? Again, like you're playing your song, but your friends are all just useless.
Doing some actual. Where did you cut the ropes?
We'll just say over
Where
here.
you're standing, like over here.
Yeah, over there. Over there, that's fine.
Let's just say she shot at the rope and misjudged the shot.
I mean, you cut a few, and it made things worse.
Yeah, Milo is hanging on for dear life right now.
Yeah, you look down, Milo, his legs are like kicking. He's actually just hanging onto a rope now, swinging out into a storm.
Okay, can I try to like knot the ropes back together or something?
Yeah, you want to try and drag the sandbags that are only like partly filled back up and like skewer them, because that's going to be strength based.
My strength is -1, guys.
So I don't know if that's the right job for Silver, but you can definitely try if you want. Like,
I think someone else should try.
All right. Well, it's your go to go first. How would you like to try and aid?
Yeah, but I don't want to get more fails.
Well,
That's the thing.
You can do something else though. You notice that.
The things that I'm good at are persuasion, performance, intimidation, and deception, which are 4 things that you don't really need right now.
Well, the performance was helpful.
I know, but
you could persuade the dragon to help.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you could try and like persuade. Like Chatterbox doesn't really seem to know what to do. He looks a little airsick. You could maybe try and persuade Chatterbox to lift up these like broken ropes. He looks pretty strong.
Yeah, become a supervisor.
Yeah, manage.
Ta-da.
All right, you have a quick word with Chatterbox. What do you say to Chatterbox to get him to lift up these falling, shore up these breaking ropes?
Look, Chatterbox, I think that you really enjoy giving us, like, some food, but if we all die now, then you have no one to give food to anymore, and you cannot make food anymore because you'll probably also die. So I would suggest that maybe if you could, like, a good idea would be to, like, get those ropes and just, like, you look pretty strong. You can tie them back together.
So he looks a little queasy. He, like, makes a little hiccup noise and some ice cubes fall out of his mouth. And then he, like, nods his head at you. Like, alright, I got this. I think thrusts a sandwich into your hands, goes down, grabs some ropes and like heaves them into place and like shores up this side. And yeah, that's your third success to so you got 3 failures and 3 successes. I'll let anybody go next. If you get a success, you win. If you get a failure, you crash and die. So
I can try and bend the sail top things.
Okay.
I mean, I have got ending is a thing.
Okay. You've already done Arcana 1. Like this isn't so much what spells you have as what skills you imply. So you've already used Arcana before. You can use it again, but it will increase the difficulty.
Can I assist?
No.
Got any better suggestions?
Well, Milo is trying not to die right now.
So we all.
Yeah, I mean, you can like say you scamper up and try and do something. Like you've got a bit of narrative control here.
I could try to run down below decks and shore up holes with spare rope and tarp.
Okay, that sounds athletic-y.
I'd say it's more sleight of hand.
Myself, or
Kind of survivally as well.
It could maybe be survival, although he's already rolled survival. Like pushing you think pushing the things back in place and like tying off the ropes will definitely like involve more strength than just the brief run downstairs. What was Milo saying? Did Milo have something in mind?
I have leatherworker's tools, so I know how to be quite technical with stuff like that.
Are you proficient with your leatherworker tools?
Yes.
Yeah, you could make a leatherworker's tools thing to try and shore up the tarps. With your dex and your
skill with it?
I would say dex for this situation.
So basically in acrobatics.
Basically in acrobatics, yeah. But you wouldn't have the extra difficulty from doing it twice.
Okay. I will definitely try if people want me to.
That sounds like a good
I
idea.
don't have any
yeah.
good skills that we can use, so
You
probably
say
wanna do
that you've gotten 2 of the 4 successes so far. Actually, do we only have 3
I
successes?
could really do with it inspiration, but fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah, who else is
Yay!
All right,
I
yeah.
think that's number
You
3,
are
isn't it?
inspiration.
Actually, I'm gonna double check because there's all these spells. We had 1 performance success, 2 failures, a survival success, persuasion success. So actually, you do need 1 more success, but you also need 2 more failures. So yeah, Milo manages to shore up the damaged tarps. A couple stopping them from ripping in places, repairing them where they have kind of came away. You're sort of bounding around. An artist shouts, "I think we're almost out of this. We're something else to push us through the storm." And as he's speaking, everyone for a moment sees like a huge shadow, like a massive, gargantuan thing, fly by in the snow, like just out of view. An artist's eyes like follow it as it goes by, and he goes,
Please tell me that's a friend of Chatterbox.
Probably the opposite. We should get out of the storm. Anyone got any ideas?
Okay, I have an idea. So whoever makes the last roll, I'll actually cast Bardic Inspiration, and you get to roll an extra D8. Does that work?
I'll say so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But you will lose one.
Try and get more power out of the engine boiler thing.
Yeah, maybe. If you threw more fuel in there, or I don't know, did some.
Add whiskey to the fuel tank.
Yeah, you could blast whiskey into the fuel tank. That would definitely.
I was
be
more
okay.
like fidgeting with the dials and stuff with sleight of hand, but
I don't think anyone actually got my reference system, but
I didn't hear what the reference was. So.
Something about brewing
whiskey in the
whiskey.
fuel tank.
If that was meant to be Mad Max, that's not what they did.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Gasoline. I mean, I don't know if I'd say it's sleight of hand to fiddle with like dials on a thing. That would be more like a tinker's tool check or something. If one of you had brewing, I'd let them like use brewing to say they have like like really high proof alcohol on them, but it's the wrong. Rothbert's not here for once.
I'm good with hands.
I can just blast more fire into the furnace, but it's still going to be Arcana. So
Yeah.
I don't have anything else I can do.
wouldn't it be more perception to judge the capacity of the engine?
Like the engine, wouldn't that be more like an intelligence thing to kind of understand?
It'd be more of an intelligence thing, yeah. That'd be maybe an
I mean, I can
investigation
try.
check.
I could try an
There's
investigation.
nothing I can think of that, like.
I have a +3 for investigation. That's all I got.
I have +2.
I mean, you'd have +3, and you'd have the bardic inspiration.
Yeah, which is an extra D8.
I can try and tinker then. I suppose.
Okay, so
Is that the highest investigation that we have? Doesn't anyone have a higher
probably
investigation?
everyone's pretty dumb normally in these things. Often Herc is the smartest guy in the contract. I'm gonna shoot you, cat, if you keep this up.
Pause the cut.
I have insight, not investigation. So
I'll just do investigation. Shall
All
I?
right.
And
So
see
you
how it
stare
goes.
into the fire. He's trying to sort of like gauge it, like a little more. Oh yeah,
Hey.
all right. Yeah, you're sure. Like, all right, line the ship up. Line the ship up this way. Get dope. If we do this with too much wind coming from the front, we'll be ripped apart. You sort of judge. You wait for like the wind to be coming from behind you, and then use a little bit of your magic, a little bit of like all the various alcohols everyone's carrying on them. You throw some fuel in there, and blast of fire comes out the back, as apparently this thing has like some sort of furnace jet engine, and you are blasted through the storm, and you sort of break out of it. It's still windy, but you're no longer like in all this snow. Zakar throws a sandwich in, it becomes a delicious toasty, and everyone kind of blasts out.
Gwyneth falls and hits her head.
I mean, that's 13, you're fine. Gwyneth does a little roll. And everyone blasts out of the snow. Behind you, like, Art is, like, clutching onto this, onto the wheel, like, oh, okay. Well, that wasn't too bad. Well done, everyone. Chatterbox, you can let go of those ropes now. And Chatterbox, like, pulls some ice off his hand because he's been frozen in place. It's like...
Next time you want to pinch someone's ship, at least make sure the crew's on it.
I mean, theft is one thing. Kidnapping, I mean, that's just immoral. He kind of smiles
Are
at
you
you.
okay?
It's not kidnapping if we return them, though.
I'm fine. You guys did great. Is Milo alright? He took a bit of a tumble.
Fine.
I
Luckily,
mean, he cupped a cloud giant to the face yesterday. I'm sure he's fine.
Ouch. Those things hurt.
that was last week, but I'm fine. I'm not scared of heights, thankfully.
Well, we haven't got much further to go. And he points, like, in a spot on the horizon. That mountain's where we're heading to. There's, we know of an entrance into it.
Just don't hit the mountain, please.
Don't worry. We'll be fine. We just cut to the ship already, like, crashed into a mountain, like, stuck in some trees. And he's like, see? Told you it'd be fine. And everyone can disembarks the airship. Artist, like, jumps down. Chatterbox jumps down next to him with a heavy thud. And he looks, he's like, okay, everyone remember where we parked? In the tree. And he just starts walking, like he's... Or actually, I think Chatterbox starts walking and Artist takes off after him, like Chatterbox moves like he seems to know where he's going.
Okay.
I guess we follow your friend, then?
Yeah, that's the plan. Chatterbox is the one who knows something has to die, so I'm just staying in his shadow. I tend to keep him out of trouble.
You trust a chromatic dragon to tell you to kill stuff?
With my life.
Technically a half dragon. You know.
Anyway, we've been paid for this. Let's follow.
Fine. She just shrugs and tags along,
I trust
literally
him because
just behind the dragon.
I trust him because he makes very good sandwiches.
True judge of a man.
So
Quality
you
of
What's
guys...
the reason? Is Zakar going to die now? No, I don't think so. We're good.
I think you're fine, Zakar. You're good. And he pats the cat on the back. You notice his hand is, like, very cold when he pats you. He's like, you're fine, buddy.
Cold. You have very cold hand.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
This is unpleasant.
Okay, I'm
Zakar
actually
shall be
going to
over
die.
here.
I'm going to die. That's my state of rolling today.
You're fucked. All right.
Sorry, guys. If you die because of me, I won't regret it.
Yeah, we definitely hired the best mercenaries for the dog Chatterbox. I mean, listen to their confidence.
I mean, I for one will probably make it out alive.
Yeah, guys, we're probably gonna be fine.
That's the spirit.
Zakar is sure we will be fine. We have Zakar. What could go wrong?
Yes.
So
Cut to... No, you're all stuck in a trap. No, you guys keep wandering along, and eventually you find... looks like the entrance to, like, maybe an old dwarven mine or something. It's got, like... It's somewhat overgrown, but built into the side of the mountain is this... It's just this big doorway. And you can see, like, kind of cart tracks furrowed into the ground over time. But it looks like it's been overgrown and abandoned for a while. An Artist and Chatterbox stop outside and goes, "Yep, your nose never leads us wrong, Chatterbox." And he pats him on the back. And Chatterbox breathes out some steam and goes, Yeah, I know. You're the reliable one. Come on." And, somebody's lost audio on Discord.
Arcus.
Arcus.
So how does a swashbuckler end up with a half dragon?
I'm a swashbuckler? He looks kind of, like, pleased by the idea. He's like, that sounds good. I'll take swashbuckler. Me and Chatterbox, we've traveled together for quite a while now. I don't know. We just work well. He looks after me. I talk for him. It works out.
So you're basically the bard of the group.
How dare you, sir?
ma'am.
I'm the bard of the group. What
And
group?
very useful, I'm sure. Let's go.
Thank you.
And yeah, it takes off. I'm sure Rothbert will fix his audio in due time.
I'm back.
I'll
I'm
leave.
on a different device. For some reason, it just completely cut out.
That's
On the
weird.
other one. Cool.
Yeah, you guys travel into the darkness, kind of following after Chatterbox. He moves, hand on sword, kind of strolls into the darkness. Every now and then he'll stop at like one of the many intersections and sort of sniffs the air almost, like, and then he'll blow like some steam in the direction he thinks you should go, and turns in that way, and we'll just start walking that way, like pretty sure of his footing and his direction. Artist kind of wanders along behind him. He's taken out a longbow, and it's just kind of holding it loosely in one hand, occasionally sort of checking the stringing on it and stuff. Chatting away a little bit as he goes. He, relatively talk. Occasionally sort of even talking to Chatterbox, like, do you remember the time we did this, blah blah blah. And Chatterbox will bleed out some smoke, and Artist will reply to that in some fashion.
So, why is everyone else so quiet?
Do we have any issue with the light? Is it dark where we are?
Yes, it would actually be dark, but unless anyone sort of said not to, Artist would light up his dagger. So he kind of puts a hand on his dagger, and it like starts to glow with like a pale, icy light.
Okay. I'll
That's
try
a neat trick.
I know,
do
right?
that. And hold that in my hand.
Is that magic dagger?
A little bit.
Gwyneth pulls her mask off.
Internet. Blah blah. So 20-foot radius, cool.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, his dagger only glows with about 20 foot regular light, 20 foot dim, but it's a wee bit of extra light as you move along. And he's like,
mine's only 10 foot, 10 foot.
yeah, which is probably for the best, because you get the feeling that you don't think Chatterbox can actually see in the dark either. I have to double check actually for half dragons.
Do we have enough light for the whole party, or are there still some people walking like in the dark?
It's enough for the whole party, but you don't
I've
have
got
a lot of
mask,
vision.
So
Milo now likes the dark.
Yeah, I mean, technically I
Yeah.
can see in the dark as well, but I just thought I'd join in if he's...
Yeah, a little extra light definitely doesn't go amiss for these two. They're like, thank you.
Milo hides back in the darkness.
Plus I can throw this
yeah.
if need be.
I'll also cast some light. I mean, why not, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Chatterbox does have dark vision actually, so he maybe strolls ahead of the light a little bit. But the rest of you kind of travel with some light just to keep yourself bright and shiny. And yeah, you find yourself walking for...
Gwyneth's hanging back a bit in the shadows.
Yeah, hanging back in the shadows, cool. You guys find yourself traveling for quite a while, just marching into this mountain. And after what must be hours of walking, although it's very hard to tell from under the ground, eventually Artist comes to a stop. He's like, all right, I don't know about you guys, but I think it's time probably to make camp, because I'm tired, and flying that ship was exhausting. And Chatterbox just
Yeah, I'll agree, almost dying is exhausting.
Is this ideally the best place to sleep?
I mean, one creepy underground tunnel is as good as the next creepy underground tunnel.
Also,
Gwyneth sort of looks at the half-dragon like, is he for real?
Chatterbox just sits down and begins, making a fire. He's got, a little fire kit with him.
I snap my fingers and light it for him.
He blinks, looks at you, and, nods.
I guess that means we're making camp.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Is this only an hour thing? Or are we looking like a...
Well, you've been traveling for a full day. It feels like.
Oh, okay.
It's that's probably enough traveling for the day kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
So yeah,
Sakar shall quickly scout ahead, make sure this place is safe.
that's a good idea, buddy. If you get attacked, just meow really loudly.
Yeah.
You will know.
Oh, keep him company.
Thank you, Gwyneth.
All right,
Yeah,
so you
so
two
sort of
slip off into the darkness.
I'll go with
Big
them as well. I've
panther
got dark
place.
vision, so yeah, that's fine.
I think it's more the other two are probably quite stealthy.
Fair enough.
So yeah, you guys can make a.
Milo. Okay, Milo's not going to try because no, Milo's meditating.
Yeah, you stealth off. Roll a quick perception check or survival as you sort of check the area around you. Yeah, you're both super stealths.
Right, 2 critical
I
zero.
don't see shit.
Zakar, like, you check the areas around you. It doesn't appear very often travelled. You maybe find tracks from some underground nasty or another, but they seem to be possibly weeks old.
Good. I think we're safe here.
Yeah. And with that, I'm going to take a quick break because I'm getting a phone call. So I'll be right back with you.